Check this out. We've got the TC25 4G solar trail camera coming to us from Voopeak to share with you guys here today. So the TC25, guys, this is a nice looking camera. 4G cellular connection. Let's see what we get in here. We've got the manual that comes with it. Looks like English, Dutch, French, got a few different languages. Yeah, and it's going to show you everything you need to know in here. How to set up the app that you're going to need to access the live feed on this one. There's a QR code right there for the app, and it's going to be available on the Google Play or the iOS App Store. Very nice. We'll put that aside. After sales warranty card there and quick start guide. We've got a SIM card, 4G SIM card here. Now if you're in Canada, I'm sure wherever you are, this SIM card is going to be compatible with whatever cell service. Since I'm in Canada, we got Rogers, Bell, and Telus, so that's the SIM card that they've included. Bracket here, this is going to be for like screwing into like timber or something. I'm not going to use this one. I don't want to screw this into a tree. We should have a belt in here. But if you're screwing it to a structure, a fence post, that's the bracket you're going to want to use. Solar panel. Solar panel, nice long lead on the solar panel. Type-C USB. It's going to plug into the camera. Here we go. We've got our, I like to call it a tree belt. This is what I prefer to use, so we'll wrap it around a tree, cinch that tight to install the TC25. We've got a mount for the solar panel here. 1/4-20 threaded end there. That'll screw into the 1/4-20 insert right there. Again, another hardware kit, Phillips screwdriver, again, a little pair of tweezers, just to put the SIM card or the SD card in. A couple other little pieces of hardware there, and looks like we got a charging cable here as well. So it's probably recommended, I'm sure it is, to charge up the camera fully before installing it, and I'll be doing that before we get installed. And then the solar panel will keep that topped up. Antenna. Alright, so this bracket here attaches to the back of the camera and allows you to mount the solar panel above the camera. So you have that option. It's also fully adjustable. Or you have the other option here that we showed you where you can mount the solar panel away from the camera, because we do have quite a long cord here. If you're going to get some better sun away from the camera, I would suggest you use this bracket and get that solar panel directly into the sun as best as possible. Alright, let's pull in the TC25 and have a closer look at it here. Now, first impressions, it's got a considerable amount of weight there. I do like the front camouflage casing. That looks nice. What we got going on here, we've got our IR light right here. We've got our camera, 2.5K live feed being advertised. Your PIR sensor right there. And we've got a speaker right in the front there. This is where your antenna is going to screw to. We can screw that on right now. There we go. On the back, we've got our belt loops, 1/4-20 threaded insert, our little buckles to lock it up. Open that up here. So your batteries are stored within here. We've got our SIM card slot, our micro SD slot, on-off switch, and then our reset button right there. Now we do have instructions right here. This is to do with the cellular connection, whether it's successful or not. So it says steady blue, you have a successful 4G connection. Red light flashing, device failure. Alternately flashing red and blue, the camera does not detect the SIM card. Alternate red, blue flashing slowly, SIM card has insufficient data flow or is out of payment. So, and then down here, light above the reset. So these lights right here, there's an L, an M, and an H. L would be red, weak signal. Medium signal will be a blue light, and strong signal will be a green light. Threw me off a bit, guys. Went to put the SIM card in, thought I had punched it out properly from the card here, and it looks like it's a regular SIM card, but then you can punch it out further for a nano SIM card. So that's what's going to fit in there. That threw me off for a couple minutes, and I believe, yeah, you're going to have the chip going up, facing up. And we'll use the tweezers. It's a nice addition, the tweezers, to get that in there. Okay, that's in there. We do have to get a micro SD card. They do, it's probably smart to have least probably a class 10 micro SD card to go in there. So that's what I'll be throwing in when we set it up. And yeah, close that up. Should be IP66 waterproof, I believe. So it's got a lot of good things going here. All right, we've got the TC25 charged up, ready to install. But before we do, we got to get that micro SD card in there. So we'll install that just above the SIM card. And now we have to get it paired to the app. So we're going to do that here before I install it. So you're going to want to, if you haven't downloaded the app yet, you're going to want to go back to your manual, scan the QR code in the manual, which will take you to the Yukon app. It's available on the iOS App Store or the Google Play Store, depending what device you have. Now, I'm going to start a screen recording, and we're going to go into the Yukon app together here. And we're going to hit Add Device. So we'll add device. Now we got to go through all the, just giving us a little tour there. Now add device. Like use camera. Alright, so we need to scan the QR code on the camera. It's pretty bright out here, so I'm trying to duck and hide. So there's the QR code on the camera. There we go. Blue light. Let's see. Insert.
Then power on the device. The blue LED will light up after about 1 minute. Click Next.
Alright, so insert SIM card. We've done that. Power on the device. The blue LED will light up after about 1 minute. Click Next. So we're looking for the blue LED right now. It's red, and now it's going red and blue. And we're waiting for it to go blue constantly on. So we'll just let it do its startup procedure. And I did see a green light there, which means we had high cellular reception, dropped down to medium, and now it's dropped down to low. So this property's on and off. This is not the best spot where we're setting it up right here, but we should be better where we actually install the camera. All right, blue light is constantly on. All right, so we're gonna check the box there, click Next.
Enter the camera name and address. Using default name and address can go to the next step directly.
We've got to set up the location permissions and everything. Location, always. Get back into the app. And we'll just call this TC25 and finish. Alright, so connecting device timed out. Please reset device and add again. Alright, we're going to reset the device. I may have taken a bit long there, so we have the reset button right there. There we go.
System reset.
Okay, add device.
Scan the QR code on the camera to connect to your phone.
Scan the QR code. There we go.
Insert the SIM card, install the camera, install the antenna, then power on the device. The blue LED will light up after about 1 minute. Click Next.
Alright, blue light's on again. Click Next.
Enter the camera name and address. Using default name and address can go to the next step directly.
I do want to name this TC25. There we go, finish.
Camera installed successfully. Fully charge the camera at first use.
Alright. So we're online, as you can see on the screen there. We can click on it. Very nice, guys. We have a 4G cellular trail camera set up, ready to go. I'm excited about this. I always look forward to capturing the footage of the wildlife on the property here, but I've never had the opportunity to actually get notifications and see it live. And you can see there's not really too much of a lag at all. It's not bad at all. I'm impressed. once we go get the camera installed, we'll come back to the app and have a look at it, and we'll show you where we have it all set up, and we'll check out some of the functions and features of the app before we wrap this portion of the video up. My initial thoughts were I was going to hike to the back of the property and set up the TC25 back there right next to another trail camera I have. And then I kind of had second thoughts with that. I've never had a camera set up here right close to the cabin, and we've got a decent sized clearing here. I'll show you. So that's the back road right there that comes out of the bush, and that's where I expect wildlife to be coming out of. But we've got a decent sized clearing here right next to the cabin. So I thought, what the heck, let's set up the TC25 out here, see if we get any action right out here next to the cabin, which I could only assume we do, especially when we're not around. And that way as well, it's nice and accessible for me. If I need to get at it for any reason while I'm here, it's only about 15 feet from the cabin. So that's where it's set up for right now. What I'm going to do now is get into the app, and we're going to review some of the functions and features the app has to offer. We're going to go into the Yukon app now, and we'll see if it connects. And there we go. We got some guidance there. I was going to get through all that, and there we go. There I am. I even got the Voopeak hat on there, guys. Yeah, so what I want to check out, guys, is just while we have it opened up here, I want to check out some of the functions and features of the app. So we're going to hit the gear icon upper right hand corner, and you can see device name, capture mode. I'm going to turn it to picture for right now because we only get 300 megabytes of free cellular data, and I want to maximize that. I've been messing around with it a bit here, so it's going to use some of that up. So we're on picture mode for now. You can see we got image flip, storage management, cloud video. We also have the SD card in there. We can format the SD card right from the app here. Night vision normal. Okay, I see night vision normal or night vision mode, so you can switch that up. We'll go back to normal. Trigger interval, no delay, activity detection, high, medium, or low. We're going to keep that at high because we are a little bit of a distance away from the back road there, so I'd like to keep that that detection at high. Schedule setting, we're not going to set any schedules. Record time 10 seconds, that's the default, so we'll just leave it at that. Even though we have it on picture mode right now, when I do switch it over to video, we'll switch that up. Now, what else we got here? LED indicator on, synchronize time, restart device, your volume setting. So we got a lot of options there, showing your basic settings down here. Firmware update. Firmware is up to date. Okay. Let's get out of there. Back to the live feed. You can kind of like this, telling you everything, so we can switch between high def, low def. I'm going to keep it on standard def. I don't have the greatest cell reception here, so I just want to prevent as much lag as possible. Have a look at the features that the app has to offer now. They are the icons along the bottom of the screen. Actually, let's go full screen mode, and then we'll have a look at those. So we'll hit the icon bottom right hand corner of the picture. That brings us into full screen now, and our features are listed along the right hand side. So you can start a recording with that first icon, and you can stop that by hitting the same icon again. It's going to save in your device's album. Beneath that is the intercom, so you would hit that. That's going to initiate the intercom, and we're not going to do that right now because the feedback will be pretty bad considering I'm next to the camera. And then we've got we can take a picture or a snapshot. Take that snapshot. Let's do one more here. There we go, a couple snapshots. And beneath that, we've got our, we can toggle between standard and high def. So there, we're in high def now, and on my screen I can see the picture looks a lot crisper. Now, just by touching the screen, we can change the brightness up and down, and the volume up and down. So that is cool. All right, guys, well, we're going to get ready to wrap this one up now with the TC25. we're only here at the cabin for a couple more days. So what I'm going to do before I finish up this video is I'm going to enable the push notifications. There we go, by hitting the bell icon on the home screen. And if I get any notifications from now till when the time I edit this video and I'm ready to release it, I will include that footage in the video. So let's hope we get some wildlife coming through here in the next week or so. I kind of have a feeling we're going to. And then I'll have access to that footage through the app and we can include that in the video. But hey, pretty impressed with the TC25, easy to set up. It's got a nice app. Everything seems to work as it should. So we'll leave it at that, guys. You want to get some more info on the TC25 or even grab one for yourself, links are down below in the description. Check it out there and we'll see you on the next one.